Hi folks, and welcome back to the HP 54502A oscilloscope repair part 2. The new part has arrived, so let's get it installed. Now if you recall from part 1, when we first powered up the unit, we got this Ram Checksum error, and you can see the waveform bouncing around here. I then ran the self-tests and had a number of failures, as you can see on the screen here as it goes through the self-tests. Eventually narrowed it down to what we thought was this device, a memory device, Dallas Semiconductor DS1235Y. Now this device is no longer available, but there is a replacement, this device right here, that actually lasts 10 years, and that device has arrived now. So let's get it in here. So while I was waiting for the device to arrive, I took out this board, and here you see the unit as it is without the board in it. It's all disassembled. But one of the things I want to point out here is the danger of the high voltage inside this unit. Even though it doesn't use tubes, obviously, from 1989, but there is one tube in here called cathode ray tube, or CRT, that does have very dangerous voltages on it. If you don't watch yourself in here, you could end up with a nasty shock that could hurt or even kill you. It's important to note that the CRT can maintain a charge even after the unit is unplugged, and for quite a long time. So if you do decide to do this or similar repair on a device with a CRT like this, you do so at your own risk. If you're not comfortable or don't understand how to deal with high voltages, don't do it. Get an expert. I also managed to desolder and remove the previous part from the board, as you can see here. Let's see if we can solder this new part onto this board here. So here's the new device. You notice I have my static wristband on here. Okay, I think that's done it. The new part is now soldered on there. Just turn it over and take a look. And there it is. So now it's time to put this unit back together and see if it works. All right, it's all back together except I left the top cover off. But let's turn it on here and see what it does. Okay, well, we got a Ram Checksum Error, which is expected in this case because obviously that's a blank new RAM. So we'll have to try calibrating it and see if the calibration holds this time. So I will go through that process again. All right, so all the calibrations have passed. Now we'll have to try turning it off and see if it retains its calibration or not. So I'll turn it off, I'll set the switch back to protect it on the back, and then we'll see if when I power it on again, it actually holds its calibration. Okay, seeing that protected switch on the back here, back to protected. And let's turn it on and see what it comes up with. Ah, look at that. No errors. Seems to power up just fine and retain its calibration. So let's try going back to the utility menu and do the self-test menu now. Self-test, test all. Passed, passed. Okay, it passed everything. So it appears that things are working. Okay, so let's exit that menu now. And you can see that it's now displaying a waveform. I'm going to hook it up again to the RF signal generator here at the same 1 megahertz and 1000 millivolts or 1 volt output. So let me plug that in here to channel 1 and into the analyzer, or into the signal generator, I'm sorry. So it's plugged into the signal generator on channel 1 now. All right, here's the waveform being displayed. Again, the 1 megahertz, 1 volt RMS signal that we were looking at before. So let's see what the time base says here. I'm going to adjust these 2 markers to measure 1 cycle here. And there it is, 1 megahertz. All right, so once again, this seems to be working now with the new memory device. So another successful repair here. Obviously, I'll go through and calibrate the rest of it and check all the functionality. This scope has quite a bit of functionality, so it'll be fun to go through and try it all out. But it appears that that 1 memory device there has solved our problems, and it should be good for another 10 years. Thanks for watching.